Good morning, my dear brothers and sisters. We wish to welcome all of you to our celebration this Sunday, this 25th Sunday in Ordinary Time. Maligayang pagdating po sa inyo sa Manila Cathedral. My dear friends, if we wish to read and try to look again our gospel for today's celebration, we saw yet another contrasting story and experience taught by Christ to all of us today. The abundance of the vineyard owner or the vine owner and the stubbornness of this servant. Notice how good, gracious, and generous the vineyard owner was. He came out of his way. Naghanap po siya ng manggagawa simula umaga hanggang hapon. Hindi niya pinalampas na lahat ay walang ginagawa. At palagay ko hindi lamang para lahat may ginagawa, para lahat ay mayroon ding kinikita, mayroon din silang hinahawakan. And it is good that after his invitation, many heeded to his call to be his workers and to be his stewards as well of that land. And eventually, each one received a proper and just remuneration. And I would like to repeat those words: just and proper. But then, when the first workers came to report and receive their remuneration or salary, out of the abundance of this owner, their response was discontent and stubbornness. Letting the Word of God simmer to us until today as we live. Tanong ko lang po, paano ninyo po nararanasan o alam ba nating lahat ay pinagpala? Lahat binigyan ng karampatang pagpapala at grasya araw-araw. Until now, this gracious God would invite us to be with Him, to work with Him, and at the same time receive graces from Him. Wala pong ni isa na empty-handed po sa atin. No one lives with nothing. God would measure His goodness not by materiality, but by His own tender graciousness. Hindi dahil may ganito ka lang bagay, kaya blessed ka. But every day, this gracious God is opening our eyes to see how blessed we are until now. Because the world may let you see that you have less and maybe you have nothing. But God is there to remind you that we are still blessed beyond material and that we are blessed in graciousness. But the response of the servants who came and worked firsthand is very noteworthy for us. Baka po ganito tayo. In the face of graciousness, their response was discontent, displeasure, and disgust. Nabiyayaan po sila na pagbigyan, binigyan ng pagkakataon para umunlad sila sa buhay na ito. Marahil pinakitaan sila ng malasakit. At dahil trabaho ito, dagdag dignidad ito para sa kanila. And the whole experience of it, this is an experience of blessing. Pero, hindi naging masaya. May sama ng loob, may inggit, at nainis pa nga. It is a great temptation for us to see that we only have a little or even less or even nothing. Na parang masasabi natin, Lord, ito lang po yung binigay niyo sa akin. Samantalang itong katabi ko sa klase, itong kapitbahay ko, itong kamag-anak po namin, samot-sari yung talento, samot-sari po yung binigay niyong grasya. Magaling kumanta, magaling sumayaw, magaling magluto, fluent. Samantalang ako, eto lang ako. Or some would say, Lord, I feel so little. I think I have nothing to offer to this world. Parang hindi ko naman po alam kung ano ang future ko. Sa parang wala akong malaman kung ano ba yung biyaya mo sa akin. Because the world may say that you have nothing. But in front of this gracious God, He would like to tell you, you are just enough. You are blessed. And with me, you have everything. It was never in the mind of God that we have nothing to enjoy. It is always in His mind and in His heart that we have blessings, big or small, to embrace and to enjoy. Nasa sa atin na lang po. It is on our end if what is our respond? How are we going to respond to that graciousness? In gratitude or in dismay? In joy or in disgust? In high hopes or in displeasure? Try to imagine how God would really want you to be part of Him and to have you and me enjoy His graces. Pero, sabi ko nga, sa harap nito, marami pa din ang hindi masaya, may inis, at may sama ng loob. How are we in front of this goodness? Are we that entitled much to say to God, like this dialogue, Lord, I too work hard, so give me what is just for me. And if it is necessary, a higher one. O kaya yung tukso na sabihin, nabiyayaan na, binigyan na ang nararapat. On our end, there is this temptation to say, ito lang? Wala na? Yun na yun, Lord? My dear brothers and sisters, we go back to what Isaiah said in our first reading. He would like to remind each and every one of us to let the scoundrel forsake his ways and wicked thoughts and turn to the Lord for His mercy. For this God is gracious and generous in forgiving. We may in times of goodness respond with pride, in entitlement, and in disgust. But let the attitude of someone blessed, big or small, be graciousness in front of goodness, gratitude in front of blessedness, joy in front of abundance. My dear brothers and sisters, you are blessed. Kaya po ba nating sabihin yan sa ating sarili ngayon? Big or small, you are blessed. Hidden or widely revealed to you, you are blessed. God intended blessings for us. God does not intend nothing for you. God wishes to be gracious and is gracious to us every day. On our end, let our beautiful response to this graciousness be thanksgiving rather than to be displeased. May we praise rather than disgust. May we abound in joy rather than in dismay.